Aw, Boomer fell asleep too. Hello everybody, here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Paper Mario. It's timing it to the tune of the jump. Tune of the jump, what? In today's video, we'll be exploring a little bit more of Flipside now that a few new areas have opened up to us. So, without further ado, let's go over this way, because this elevator door has opened now. Hole in the sky, you say? I don't care about that, you blabbering dolt! Where has that cursed wordsmith gone? That wasn't very nice. You owe me an apology. And a cookie. Alright, so, now we can go down here. A couple more floors have opened up to us. If we go all the way down here, we could see... Oh! Oh no, it's a place we can't enter unless we find a way to get to that blue switch. Well, luckily for you, I know exactly where we could find that. Also, if you flip into 3D, you can't go around those blocks because they're covering the entire hallway, so don't think about doing that. So, we're going to be going inside here a little bit later in today's video, but the first thing I want to do is activate that blue switch, because I'm sure it's going to be bothering people if we don't go for that right now, because it's bothering me right now, so we'll go for this area first. Greetings, name's Flim, a freelance, a sales freak, a fully licensed and bonded. Sell anything, to sell to anyone, sell big, sell often, sell now. My slogan, trademarked. I sell stuff that's so hard to find, not even I can find it. Yeah, you heard me right. So, look then buy. Alright, so we have some pretty interesting items here that are all super expensive. I think we can get most of these at better prices elsewhere in the world, so this is probably not the best place to buy them. So you want nothing? Color me flustered. All inventory changes like that. Now, yeah, that quick, so come back soon. Oh, it's a cute little house. Aww. I want to go inside it, but we can't, and that's sad. What does this area look like in 3D? Wow, it took the weird moment to load. How dare you? Oh, there's a pipe right there. That's a cute little detail. Hey, we found a treasure chest. I didn't have that in my notes, so I gotta remember to mark that as already collected later when I go to this video. We will go inside that coffee shop soon. Eventually. Soon. We'll do it. If you go onto the far side of the whatever floor this is the floor where the one where we got the one soup for Princess Peach. If we go behind this wall, we can go over here and we can talk to these characters. Hey, Grandma, what do I need to do to live as long as you? Oh, that's simple, my dear. Early to bed and early to rise. Perfect! I'm asleep at noon at school. These two have some of my favorite interactions in the entire game, so we will be checking on them from time to time. If we go inside here... The smell of the House of Merrily. Did you go there? I, Heronicus, also used to live like a migrating bird, always traveling here and there. But I'm tired of that. I do not wish to bore you. If it pleases you, come and visit me another time. So we can see some interesting objects inside of this room, but we won't be going into any detail right now. We will come back here throughout the intermissions to see other stuff. This right here is super sparkly, and I want to do stuff with it right now, but we don't have anything that can interact with that, so unfortunately we can't really do anything. 8 blocks each color once. Intriguing. I don't think we run another answer for that one for a long time, though. What do you have to say? Ever see Flim the salesman? That guy sells some of the craziest stuff, it's great. He sets up a shop underground somewhere. If you're interested, try to find him. Oh man, I'm so done for. The deadline's close and I've got nothing. Nothing! Man, I've been stuck with that dreaded curse known as writer's block. No, wait, I mean block. Writer's block. I used to get really bad writer's block, but, well, I'll give my advice after I talk to this guy. Is he sleeping? Hello, welcome to my shop. Catch a dream. We sell novels so small they fit on cards. First time here? Righto, righto. Available for purchase today, we have catch bags and catch cards. A card bag is a little satchel that holds a single filled catch card. You won't know the character on it until you purchase it. Oh, such heady excitement. A catch card is an amazing thing. Use it on an enemy and the foe turns into a card. But you can use them once, and if your foe is too powerful, it might not work. Oh, and if you have cards that you no longer need, I would be glad to purchase them. Such are my wares, my dear prospective customer. Do you want to hear that again? No! And just what might I do for you on this fine day? I mean, dude, you gotta be more enthusiastic about your job, because people are not gonna be interested if you sound bored the entire time. Although I will say, he does look like Flint Lockwood's dad from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, so that's the voice I was trying to imitate right there. So, we can buy a catch card, a card bag, we can also sell cards we don't need, and that's pretty cool. I am going to show this real quick. The price of a catch card is spending 20 coins. Is it satisfactory? Yes. Take it, for it is yours. And we get a catch card. Care to furnish yourself with another catch card? No. Now let's try buying a card bag. So this right here, we will not get to know what is in these cards until we purchase it. But let's try it. That will be 10 coins. Is that satisfactory? Inside the bag lurked Fuzzy. Take it, for it is yours. So I'm going to be buying a couple of these, and you'll see a montage on screen right now of all the cards that we get. If we get anything interesting, then I'll be sure to commentate over it. Now, we're only going to be buying like 5 of these things, so we bought the first one, here's the second one, and now cue the montage. Oh, you are most fortunate. That's a rare super card. Sounds, envy strikes me. Gotta plunge in the mystery of yet another card bag? This is gonna be a major flashback of Xenoblade 2 when you're trying to awaken the core crystals. Alright, so we opened 5 bags and we only got 1 duplicate, so that's kind of interesting. But I gotta say, whoever was the person who decided that duplicates and random things like this was a good idea, I don't like them. I don't like their face. So let's get rid of some of our duplicates. And that's everything we'll be taking care of in that shop for now. We will be returning there every intermission to get more cards. I will try my best to get every single one of them before the Let's Play is over. I don't want to promise anything though, but I will get every catch card that's available in the worlds themselves. The random one though, is I can't promise anything because I have no control over them whatsoever. And a lot of the catch cards are only available in these shops. But what I will say right now is, even though I'm going to be buying catch cards from that store, I don't necessarily recommend you do the same. There is another place later in the game that has a better catch card shop that will give you better stuff. So you want to wait until then before you really invest too many coins into getting catch cards. Alright, so now we'll be heading back over to where the heart pillar was in the previous episode, because there's a few more pathways in that area that we haven't explored yet, so let's go take care of that right now. Back where the heart pillar was, there's a warp pipe over here we haven't activated yet, so without further ado, let's go inside. There is another thing in this area that we can do a little bit later in the game, but just know that we can't do that right now. So we're now in Flipside Basement 2 Outskirts, so that's pretty fascinating. And what's also fascinating, the fact that I forgot for a moment what we're supposed to do here. And this right here, I gotta say, This right here is giving me major flashbacks of something that wasn't very pleasant when I was younger. So, when I was younger, the Wii Remote sensor bar that we had was absolutely terrible. There's something wrong with it where, like, sometimes, like, it worked most of the time, but there'd be other times where it just didn't work properly, so whenever we were trying to use it, the cursor would go all over the place and things like that, and it wasn't the most pleasant experience in the world. It might be easier to just jump with Mario at this point, because Peach kind of slides around. So, yeah, that was much better. I made it for 3D anyway. So, yeah, that wasn't a very pleasant experience at all, but I'm very glad that I have a different sensor bar for this Let's Play. And also, fun fact, the Wii U gamepad actually has a built-in sensor bar too, so that's something that I'm pretty certain not a whole lot of people will actually know about. And that was the blue switch that we were wondering ever so much about how to activate. Flipside Pit of 100 Trials. Danger, do not enter. Flipside City Hall. I have never finished this. I have never finished the Pit of 100 Trials in this game. I wanted to in the original Let's Play, but I just never got around to that bonus video. So that is something that's going to be changing in this Let's Play. Wait. I saw a thing. What's in here? Hey, this guy. I kind of completely forgot you existed. I'm sorry. You look fun. You look like a really fun Kirby character. I'm surprised you are finding me. I am called Wildeberg. I am the Iron Man of the forging pipes. Have you ever thought, it is taking so long to get around town? Yeah, me too. And so it is my life's work to make the pipes for the transportation. And I have inspected here, yeah. And I'm thinking I can make the pipe to Flipside's tower base. What do you think of this? You are covering the cost of materials and labors, yeah? I could make such a pipe. You are looking not very rich. How is 100 coins? Are we having a deal? No way. You just insulted me. You're not needing this pipe? Such sadness. If you are changing your mind, please return. This is the most pointless thing in the world, because we already have the return pipe, so why would we pay for an elevator that'll take us there slower? We will before the Let's Play is over, because it's a 100% Let's Play after all, but I just don't understand what the point of that is. And now for the final thing that we'll be taking care of in today's video, and this is probably the biggest thing, so we'll be going inside here, and it's the spot. Milk, straight up, the only way to drink milk. I like drinking milk. Milk is yummy. One habit I have is that if I'm drinking milk and cookies, one thing I like to do is I like to eat half the cookie and then drop the rest of it inside the cup. Because then the cookie just gets soaked with milk by the time I finish the drink. It's just yummy. Come in, take a load off. This is the beverage, down low, the underwear. I'm the owner of this joint. The name's Garson, so yeah, welcome and all that. Listen, in my line of work, I hear gossip, even gossip I don't care about. But who knows, somebody might come about this stuff, maybe even you. So yeah, if you ever want to talk, you know where to find me, right here. For just a few coins, I'll tell you some interesting stories, no joke. This guy has the best mustache ever. You here for a story? So yeah, I have a story I call Stylish Moves, so for 10 coins. Any interest? So yeah, ever heard of Stylish Moves? They're cool poses for after stomping. After stomping an enemy, but before landing, tilt the Wii Remote around and give it a shake. You'll pull off some cool tricks in mid-air. Those are called Stylish Moves. What? What's a Wii Remote? Don't worry, as long as the player gets it, we're fine. Doing stylish moves is not only cool, but it gives you lots of points. And if you hold down 2 after a jump, you'll bounce high, making it even easier. Just give it a shot. I'm tapped. If you want to hear another story sometime, you know where to find me. And again, we will talk to this guy between every intermission. We have a lot of stuff we'll be doing without this Let's Play. Now, there is another thing in here, but I want to talk about a little bit of a story first. So, I don't go to bars that much. I never drink, but there was one gaming bar that I liked going to with friends from my college, and we didn't really drink anything there. In fact, the bar was usually empty most of the time, but what we do is that we'd go there to play Super Smash Brothers, and we had a lot of fun with that. But this particular gaming bar had like the greatest garlic bread that I'd ever eaten in my life. The pizza was just okay. It was a little bit, it's like a step upwards from something like Little Caesars, but I'm not like the best pizza in the world, but the garlic bread was just amazing. I like to go into that place. And now for the final thing we'll be demonstrating. There's a golden warp pipe right here. Intriguing. Greetings, tell me pal, have you tried the games within as of yet? If you achieve a high score, you can be an elite record holder like me! I doubt you'll be beating my high scores though. Heh! Well, good luck, pal. Oh, you're one of those kind of players. Boy, games are fun. No matter how many coins I hand over, I'm out of tokens like that. I spent 50 coins just today. I even spent my snack funds. It's so much fun, I can't stop. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What should I play next? Sounds like me whenever I'm trying to decide the next Let's Play. Oh, I am most pleased. Another gaming customer has found us. Welcome to the Palace of Gaming Pleasure, the arcade. I am the master of this fine establishment. You may call me the Interchat. It is a pleasure to meet you. Now that the introductions are out of the way, let me tell you about this place. This is the arcade, a place for gamers to enjoy gaming. To play games, you must first purchase Flipside tokens. Just come see me with a few coins and I'll give you the tokens you need. But you cannot return tokens for coins, so be careful. Oh, so careful, gamer. And once you have some tokens, enter this neato entry to the left. You may play fun games until you run out of tokens. You will love it, gamer. But now I have crucial information. Get a good score to receive tokens back. Collect a lot of tokens and turn them in for wonderful prizes. Play the games, get good, and then earn prizes, gamer. Arcade, it is paradise. That ends my explanation. Now, do you see how wonderful this place is, gamer? No. You do not? I am alarmed. Did you not listen to what I said, gamer? Well, clean out your ears and listen this time. I hate that phrase when people say, clean out your ears. It annoys me so much. Alright, so he's gonna be repeating everything he's gonna be saying, so button mash, just like a real gamer. A gamer seeks entertainment. What can I do for you? We're gonna be buying tokens and playing a couple of the oh no, token! Ah! I forgot about that! The thing on the screen bows and stuff like that. That's a really cute detail. Man, I miss going to arcades. They're hard to come by nowadays, but they're always just so much fun. Just having a nice day inside a air-conditioned building and things like that. Just having the time of your life playing old games and things like that. It's always so much fun. Now, this right here, this is a minigame collection. Because of course it is, it's a Wii game. So, we will be playing through these throughout the course of our adventure. I'm going to try to get the best prizes here, but as for right now, this is just going to be like a bare minimum explanation of each of these minigames. So we'll be going a bit more in depth a little bit later in the Let's Play, but as for right now, let's actually get into the game. Why is there an option to buy only 5 tokens if none of the games cost 5 tokens? Alright, the first minigame, Forget Me Not. This is one where you have to memorize the cards and things like that. This is one that I'm not going to be commentating over that much, because commentating while trying to remember things is a pain. So, I believe it's that one. Yep, we did it. Alright, that's pretty cool. So, being able to figure these things out is a lot easier said than done, because they don't give you a whole lot of time to really remember the patterns and things like that. When you get a star power-up, that will let you be able to look at the cards again. Why couldn't this be on Switch so that we can use a screen capture to just cheat? So, my strategy is to try to remember 2 cards. Because I can remember 2 card locations. Wow, that was a waste. Usually for me when I play games like this, if I can at least remember 2 card locations, then my peripheral vision usually gives me the general idea of where the other ones are. Like with that right now, I was looking at these 2 cards, so that's going to throw me off. So I was looking at those cards and I saw that Peach was there, and I saw my peripheral vision that Tippy was over there too. So that's pretty cool. Now, that strategy is probably not going to work for everyone, but that's personally just what I do whenever I play games like this. Now, we're not going to be commentating for too long. I did not pay attention to that at all. We're not going to be commentating for too much longer, but just know that, like I said earlier, we will be going into a bit more of an in-depth explanation of this game later in the Let's Play. It's just that as for right now, I just want to do a bit of a bare minimum explanation. I did not see which one was... No. I didn't see which one was Bastophius. I believe you're here? Nope. Okay, well, now I know where they are. Like I said, over the course of this Let's Play, I will be trying to get high scores in these minigames. But I gotta say, my problem with trying to play games like this is I just get bored after a while and just want to just... I'm sorry. Seeing these names just makes me laugh. That guy's name was Walter? Huh, that's interesting. I like how Marlon has a pretty high score in this game. Next up, we have Mansion Patrol. The closest that we got to Luigi's Mansion 2 until Dark Moon happened a few years later. So this is basically like a shooting gallery themed after Luigi's Mansion, so that's pretty neat. It's really fun when Mario spin-offs reference other ones. They still do that sometimes nowadays, but not nearly as often as they did when this game was coming out. So that's kind of interesting. One of my personal favorite details is in Mario Kart Double Dash. I believe you could see one of the mansions from Luigi's Mansion in the circuit, in Luigi's circuit and things like that. So that's kind of cool. Like what we did with the previous minigame, we're not going to be spending too much time here because this is just going to be like a bare minimum explanation for the stuff we can do here. We will be doing a bit more of an in-depth guide later in the Let's Play, just to know that, and I've said that so many times, so that's going to be super repetitious for people to listen to. Hooray! Just like any good shooting gallery like this, you'll get better scores depending on your combos and things like that, just like in Link's crossbow training. So that's pretty cool. This minigame is giving me these huge Link's crossbow training vibes and memories from when I did that Let's Play. That right there, save the toad by shooting the boo. Do not shoot the toad because you will lose points. As much as those toads kind of ruin future Paper Mario games, don't take your anger out on these ones because these ones are just completely innocent. Interesting. People started hating the toads after Stick Star became a thing because of just how bland their designs were and things like that. Now, it seems like the toad hate isn't really that common nowadays, but I still see people occasionally be all like, oh, the toads ruined Paper Mario because they're the only ones you can ever talk to, which I can completely understand because, like, for example, Color Splash, they have 2 characters who just have, they don't have names or anything like that, they just have jobs. Like, there's the pirate captain, and I believe there's one that's an archaeologist or something like that. They don't have names, but they're, like, really hard to tell apart, so... I think what they said their mindset was when they were making that game was that they wanted people to recognize the character as somebody they met earlier, but it's hard to do that when everybody looks the same. You know, having a full game like this would be pretty sweet for the Luigi's Mansion series. Like, Paper Luigi's Mansion. That would be pretty cool. Hey, we beat Merlon's ranking, and we're 4th place. Yay! Oh, the Wii Remote sideways. I'll tell you how to live your life. And now for the final minigame, Tilt Island. I go back and forth over whether or not I like this one or Mansion Patrol more, but this one is really, really fun. So the basic idea is that you're going to be tilting the Wii Remote to move Mario across this island. That was a pathetic start. The basic idea is that you want to collect these food and power-up and things like that, and when you start spinning like that, you can attack your bad guys. Kind of surprised I haven't tried making a Paper Mario game off this mechanic before, but yeah, you can move around like that, and it's pretty fun. After a while, you'll finish the round. These rounds go by a lot faster than in Mansion Patrol. So in my current mindset, I like this one more, because I just think the controls are just so much fun. But there is one problem with it a little bit later that I'll be talking about when it becomes relevant. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say about Tilt Island. There's not really much left to discuss, so I guess we'll move on to the next thing we'll be talking about in this video. You know, I really wish that more Paper Mario games had minigames like this, because one problem that I've had with pretty much every Paper Mario game is that there's not really a whole lot of side content outside the main story. No, you do have things like the Toad Dojo thingy from the first Paper Mario, or the Toad Town sewers and things like that. There's not really a whole lot of side content. So yeah, that is something that I wish the other Paper Mario games did a bit more frequently. Basically, I want minigame collections in my Paper Mario games. Like, could you imagine some of the fun ones they could have had in Origami King? Because they could have totally had something with the Joy-Con HD Rumble and things like that. They could have totally done some creative stuff like that. Like maybe interact with the Nintendo Labo. And you know what? You know, that is something that I want to bring up. Why does Paper Mario Origami King not have Labo support? That is like the most... That's the biggest no-brainer in the world. It's a game that takes place in the crafting world, and you have a arts and crafts accessory for your game console, but you don't use it in your game. Why didn't they use Nintendo Labo on Paper Mario Origami King? That would have been so good. We failed. 19 Flipside tokens and... we could have gone better, but... yeah. So those are all the current minigames right now. You press the one button to leave this place. And that is everything that we'll be demonstrating in a Flipside in today's episode. We will be coming back to all the stuff that I mentioned before. We will be returning to the catch card shop. We will be returning here. We'll be talking to the kid and the grandparent later. Without the intermissions. Basically, think of this like an Animal Crossing Let's Play, how pretty much everybody has like a daily routine. Think of it like that. I'm just getting major deja vu right now because sometimes I'll think of conversations that I'll do in future Let's Plays and things like that, and I pictured that narration and I pictured that monologue pretty much word for word months ago when I was thinking about doing this. And now that we've taken care of all that, we're in this video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of Super Paper Mario. In the next video, we'll be we'll be going inside the store for the very first time. The first time, as in we've never been here before. Unless you watched the channel in 2013. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. Until next time, Lady Gear to you. Oh yeah. Actually, we've had Mario on the end screen so many times. Let's have Peach have a turn on the end screen.